Hari Om, wishing you all a very happy, prosperous, and Shubha Shankranti and Shubha Pongal. We are at this beautiful time of celebrating Shankrant and Shankranti or Pongal, and there are various names of celebrating the same festival as Bihu and Lohri and various ways we celebrate in various ways, like with the making a sweet dish to Pongal to flying kites, and there are so many ways of celebrating this festival, which marks the celebration of end of the winter. So our superhero, who is our superhero? Our superhero, the sun god, the sun is going towards the northern journey now. So he is moving towards Uttarayana. So that northern journey that he's moving, that northern journey that he's going ahead, that represents the time where we call, that first day is Sankranti. So this represents a bountiful of harvest, and that symbolizes renewal and prosperity and everything that is new, beginning. And this is very auspicious time because it marks a celestial shift into the Capricorn or Makara, and that ushers longer days, that brings longer days, more of sunlight, and welcoming more of as sunlight, welcoming more of prosperity, celebrating more of a new agriculture cycle. So this is a time where the family unites and with deep gratitude and shedding away all negativity. This is overall what Sankrant is or Pongal is. And Sankranti signifies a process of life and regeneration. So regeneration because the light comes after a long period of darkness. So that indicates the beginning of the new harvest year. So in our, in the Vedas, Sankranti just means deciphers. It's something called movement, right? So movement of the sun. So the sun from one constellation or from one Rashi or from one constellation in the zodiac sign, it moves to the next and to the next and to the next. Hence, there are 12 Shankrantis in a year. And out of this, the Paush Shankranti or the Tai in Tamil, the Tai Shankranti is considered the most auspicious one. And it is the one which is, which aligns the Hindu festivals with the solar cycle also. So almost the date is always 14th, either 15th. So it links the nature's cycle with the human life. And that marks a key or moment on the cosmic calendar. So the name Sankranti here means movement, or transmigration. So this movement is a movement itself means the existence of life. Anything that moves has got life, right? So life in all its form is a dance, is a movement, and that is derived from Sankrama, a word in Sanskrit which means transmigration. So in even in all our Vedic scriptures, we read and we know about there is it's written about the importance of the sun and the movement of the sun. So it is said, Suryo yati mahat brahma tejasvi tapati ravihi. So सप्त अश्व रथमारूढ़म संप्रेक्ष्य पांतितम. So it says the sun journeys in the great Brahman, seated on his 7 horses chariot, and he radiates with divine brilliance. And that is what the Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda says. So the sun here symbolizes light and brightness, radiance and illumination. And of course, the longer days and the warmth and the light. So it approaches towards us with this profound message when the sun is spreading its light. So we should also align with its brilliance, and we should also let our minds shine and embrace all the newness inside us. We bring in that illumination inside us, and we allow our intelligence and wisdom to move ahead in life. So the same way, there are many Puranas which have spoken about the same thing. So it also in Bhavishya Purana also it says that as the sun enters Makara, that is Uttarayana, begins. So when the sun enters Makara, the Uttarayana begins. So that is a path of celestial merit. So Uttarayanam Makshikam Margashiram Samahitam Makaram Pravishanam Suryam Surarchitam Pravartarte. So this means the celestial merit is also there at this time. So Makara, crocodile. Okay, so that symbolizes the material entrapment. All that primal fears that traps us. And sun entering the Makara represents the conscious awakening, consciousness, where we are ready to shift from darkness into light, clarity coming in our life. So Lord Surya visits his own sun's time at Makara uh, during the 12 solar when it is moving around. So sun is moving towards his son Saturn, where Makara, in Makara Saturn is sitting. So he governs the Capricorn, and here it signifies reconciliation between the familial bonds, because Sun and Shani, they don't gel well. Father and son have always, in this relationship, they've got rift. So this represents patch up. When the father is going to the son's house, that represents patch up in close relationships. And Sankranti is very important festival for farmers also, other than all other, as I said, in relationships. So that shows that sun god is Surya, and the sun ray falls on the Mother Earth. So it is Mother Earth as Bhudevi, and our ancestors as Pitru Devatas, who have taught us the farming, who have taught us everything. So it's, the three S together, the three S: sun, soil, and Surya. So the sun, soil, and soul. The soul transition takes place from one to the other. So everything, soul belongs to our ancestors who have taught us everything. Sun is a physical sun. Soil is our Mother Earth, Bhudevi. So everything is moving towards, in this way, and we are here standing up in deep gratitude. So that gratitude and interconnectedness is what farmers have honored as sun energy, and mother as earth mother, Bhudevi energy, and the wisdom that has come from their ancestors. So they recognize as Annam Parabrahma Swarupam. Annam Parabrahma Swarupam means food is God. Food is a form of that supreme Godhead that gives us the energy to sustain. So it is also the time of spiritual renewal, for the time for yogis and individuals, and that spiritual effort. As I said, sun is moving into the planets. I mean, the sun, solar sun, is moving into the Makara, where Shani is sitting, Saturn is sitting. So the father and son are meeting. So that also represents a spiritual effort of relationships to bond, and all those coldness in the relationship, and those difficult period in the relationship to shed off. So the sunlight positively impacts our human health, mental health. It helps us in agriculture. That's the primary force for agriculture, and all the ecological cycle is balanced with the sun's transition at certain time. So sun has its own renewal and productive time. And when it comes to Makara, the days gets longer. So that's a celebration of light and hope and abundance. And that reminds us about the sun's energy, that life-giving energy that we are receiving to balance our life. So we celebrate, in my hometown, we celebrate, even in Delhi, we celebrate this festival as Pongal. And it's not just for 2 days. We celebrate for 2 days, though this is a 4-day long celebration, because we have a Gaushala in at our center. So we also celebrate the Matu Pongal, means the Pongal for the cows, or yeah, and the main Pongal is that Thai Pongal that we call, and that day we worship the sun god with some sweet rice made with jaggery. And Matu Pongal is for the cattle, as we have the cattle, the cows with us, so we celebrate Matu Pongal. And then Kanum Pongal is for the family, that is a relationship between the sun god and Saturn. And then after that, the last day is about everybody, the whole external family and everybody having feast together. So there are plenty of stories about Sankranti festival, and as sun is our Pratyaksha Brahma, because we do not know God, as we haven't seen God in his Pratyaksha Swarupa. So we have only seen sun as Pratyaksha Brahma. So the absolute manifestation of God himself. So that light that we receive, sun god we worship, and we offer our gratitudes to sun god, because that is a Pratyaksha Brahma in front of us. And we offer whatever sweets we make, especially with til as an offering for our ancestors. And kite, as we represent in certain areas, kite is being flown. So kite represents moksha, ascension, and holy dips in all the rivers. And sugarcane to be sugarcane, as we keep during the Pongal day, which represents our growth in all aspects, spiritual, mental, emotional, and all levels, and abundant, in our profession, every area, the growth. So all these things, if you go deeper and realize that our elders had made these festivals to mark a very important, bring in a very important reason in our life. So that very important reason that I've mentioned in so many things, we never, it's so important that on this particular day we should bring our family and we should sit and talk about it while we are having a family feast together, and release all our anger towards each other, and be in that unison, be in that love and support for each other. And removing all the darkness happens a previous day, one day before the Pongal. That's Bogi we call, or Lodi we call in the northern belt. So this gratitude and interconnectedness between the sun and the earth mother, the soil, and the soul of our ancestors, all put together, that immense blessing from our elders, immense blessing from sun god, immense blessing from Bhudevi, everything should bless us so much. And that blessing is what, very important. And I invite you very lovingly to come and have Pongal with us at our center at Vatsalyam. And we are going to celebrate Pongal by cooking big pot of Pongal in the fire, the open fire. So you all are welcome to come and participate and celebrate Pongal together. And we pray to Sun God to lighten up our path as we are walking ahead in this life, as long as we are carrying this human incarnation. And at the post, when we shed this body, oh Sun God, be our light, show us the path, make it clear, light our path, that there is no darkness, there is no confusion, there is no fear. And as we go ahead, we just attain our moksha. We reach the Godhead from where we have come. That is the only purpose that we are born in this human body. And other than this, there is no other reason for us to be taking this human body again and again. But sadly, we forget the very reason, because we are trapped in human emotions, and our emotion seems to be so real and so strong that we get trapped, and then we begin to live those emotions, and then we not able to forgive or forget, and then we create more karmas, and then it goes on, and number of births we again take. So please, dear ones, we are born only for one reason, for that self realization, to attain moksha. So this is a beautiful opportunity for us to renew our relationship, to the all brightness, the path shower, Lord Sun, to we offer this beautiful day to Surya Devata, and we seek his blessings to keep us all together. Blessings, stay happy, and happy Pongal.